My daughter found out a few weeks ago that she was pregnant. We were in the process of trying to get her set up to terminate the pregnancy, and we live in Oklahoma, and about the time that we decided to do it is when they changed the law that she couldn't get an abortion. Well, then that changed everything. I just made the decision that we would come to Kansas and, do what we needed to do. The phones were so busy we couldn't get through. And then she was finally able to get through, and they scheduled her. We had to drive 5 hours to get here. We came up last night and stayed in a hotel, and we're here today. I'm going to support my daughter any way I can, and I told her I don't think any less of her because she made a decision.
Trust Women in Wichita, this is Allie. How can I help you?
Trust Women in Wichita, this is Jessica.
Phone calls have probably doubled to tripled since the bans in Texas and Oklahoma.
Thank you. Bye.
We can only make 30 to 35 appointments a day, so it makes it very tough for both us and the patients.
Right now, the soonest appointments that we even have available are 3 weeks out.
If you want to give us a call back next week, we should be able to add you to the schedule for early June.
That would turn you into a surgical. Like, we wouldn't be able to do medication anymore because we can only do it up to 11 weeks. Could you tell me where you would be coming from?
Denton, Texas, Stillwater, Oklahoma City, Little Elm, Texas.
The majority of the patients, as soon as they are able to get through to us, they let us know what state they live in. As you can just feel the fear and just know their uncertainty that they've already called so many places and been turned down and rejected. Telling them, I'm sorry, wait, call back next week. It's hard.
Abortion is an extremely time-sensitive procedure. When you have whole states that can't provide abortion care, that burden on surrounding states becomes even more extreme. And the degree of difficulty in seeking timely care becomes much more substantial. For every patient that I see that I take care of who traveled here, I remain very worried and concerned about the patients who didn't have the resources or ability to make it here to get that care. People without those means, the most vulnerable among us, will be forced to remain pregnant.
What number of pregnancy is this for you? 3, okay. And what happened with your other ones?
I had both of them.
2 vaginal deliveries. Did they go okay? Any problems? Okay.
It was a hard decision, but me and my kid's father, we both decided that this would be the best for us because we aren't financially, mentally, physically ready to have another kid. I have to focus on my kiddos as we already have 2 who are young.
You're super early. Yeah. Yeah, which is great. You know your body.
Honestly, I was scared at first, but now I feel good because I'll be able to do all the things I need to do after this and not worry about, okay, what am I gonna do next? Where's the money gonna come from? What am I gonna do if I'm too sick to go to work or too sick to move around? Like, I don't have to stress about that after this day.
Okay, well, call us if you need anything, okay? And we'll call to check on you too. Imagine being pregnant and not wanting to be, and the need to get that procedure is very stressful. Also, some of the bans do have civil and criminal penalties. They're difficult to interpret in terms of how they will be enforced. It just adds to the burden of stress on patients.
Right, we're aware of that. She still needs the ibuprofen. I'm the physician that prescribed it. If you don't feel comfortable giving it to her, can you give her the prescription back so she can go fill it somewhere else? We send patients with prescriptions for ibuprofen for pain control during medication abortion, and the pharmacy is refusing to fill it.
Yesterday, that's the minor.
Most of the time it happens because they recognize the name of the clinic, and they conscientiously object to what we do. Even though it should be fine to take a prescription across state lines, people do it all the time for other medications, but in this context, a lot of pharmacies won't fill it.
You know, this is only going to happen more.
I've been too afraid to really ask anybody, will I be in trouble? I'm sitting here right now almost feeling like I'm going to throw up. You know, I even thought, what if we go back to Oklahoma and there's a complication? We go to the ER. We tell them we went out of state and got an abortion, or we going to jail? Is it against the law? I don't know. It's just really scary. But at the end of the day, I'm a mom, and this is my daughter, and I'm protecting her. And I guess the chips may fall.